on air.
We're on air.
Wow.
Saturday market wrap up.
Saturday wrap up.
Saturday market wrap up. Live with Glenn. So Glenn Higgs and Billy, the super busy Saturday agents. We do find ourselves out and about on the streets these Saturdays. It's rather busy.
Look, it's been a busy couple of weeks. We haven't been reporting back to you. I apologise for that, but we've been busy with auctions. We've been busy with sales. Just busy selling the stock. Young Billy had a couple of sales this week. Maybe we'll start off with those, Billy. Let's talk about the one in Sturdy Parade to start off with.
Sturdy Parade. So this was a property that Glenn and I have been working on for a while, pre-market majority of the time. We got sometimes the pre-market phases is, as important it is to, get buyers through and produce offers. It's also really important to understand where pricing needs to be for that plan B. And that's the big thing we got out of this one.
Yeah, well, what you can't be doing is adjusting your pricing strategy on realestate.com or domain.com because the market sees that and that dwindles their confidence in the property and the price.
Yep.
So one has to get that right from the beginning. This one, we tried a few pricing strategies, no price, no interest on that one. We started with a really high price. We thought we might negotiate off that.
Yep.
And then we ended up with a guide and Billy sold it this week, slightly over the guide. So we were able to get that price right. There seems to be in today's market, from where you guide to where you sell it, there's not a great gap. Some of our auctions, there has been. But the one I like to look at more so was the one in Maramba Road, Billy. So that started back in January of this year.
It did. This particular property was a price at which the owner had in mind and couldn't feasibly go below. So we weren't burning cash. There was a tenant that moved in for 6 months, which was a great idea, getting $620 a week in rent. Previous agent had it rented in sort of around that $550 a week. So he was already on a good foot forward. And from there, we were still able to get some access and found a really nice couple, first home buyers who are over the moon. Really exciting.
So what's really interesting with that started back in January with that property, but we didn't expose it to realestate.com. We didn't expose it to domain.com. Time on market on those portals is very sensitive.
Yep.
If you haven't sold the property in about 21 days, 28 days on realestate.com or domain, there's a feeling that the property's gone stale. It's like a banana that's gone bad. It's all black and yucky.
Yeah.
But if it's pre-market or off-market, we're introducing new buyers to that market, new buyers to that property that haven't seen it before. Subsequently, our days on market can be a little bit longer. That property also showed, because we sold one a floor below it for $740.
Yeah, $730.
And then we've sold this one over that. We're in a cooling off period. But that shows that the market's generally improved too.
Yep.
They were very similar properties, similar floor plates, and then one sold over. So if there's a price that you can't negotiate under, sometimes a pre-market and introducing buyers slowly, keeping it new and fresh to the market is a really good strategy, especially if you feel that the market's moving up rather than moving down.
Yeah, I think particularly the takeaway we got out of this week is that there is a strategy for everyone in every property. And sometimes, even if you feel like you're a little bit far off on making this transaction happen, even if you're moving on to it, the next steps for you or your family, reach out and talk to an agent, and you can certainly see the benefits of that.
Well, I think we speak about it most weeks. It's not just it's not just get $6,000, $7,000 vendor paid marketing, put it on realestate.com, ring up an auctioneer and see what happens in 4 weeks' time. That works, and the majority of properties sold in metropolitan Sydney are sold that way.
Yeah.
Is that always the best way for the vendor? Possibly not. So we have incredibly strong auction success at Novak, but we also offer our vendors the opportunity for a $0 marketing campaign, test the market, get some buyer feedback, go out, look at some properties, match the money up together, and away they go. So 2 sales for Billy this week. He made a sale for every year he's been alive. So he's 2 years old and he made 2 sales. So magnificent. What were some other highlights this week?
Well, I have to say Michael Silich's return was definitely a highlight. He has come back. I think this may have been one of his wedding photos.
Oh, right. Okay.
He was married and back from a honeymoon.
Well, he's still married. I hope it's not in the past tense already. But Michael's come back from honeymoon. We've gone from DEFCON 4 down to DEFCON 2. So the missiles aren't going to be launched anymore. But we've got him back, possibly the best buyer's agent in Sydney, the deals he puts together. So when he's not here, we're always on edge. So he's back. It's a bit like the army here. We'll have 5 years with no leave again. So off he goes. But welcome
Now,
back.
Properties listed. You've got one coming on.
Oh, yes. Well, they say small fish are the sweetest. I've never been a small fish, Billy. I've always been a bit of a big old groper. But I've got a beautiful 1-room apartment coming up, 60-odd square metres in DY, north facing with a balcony. Amazing guide, 545. So you can own a near new property in DY, 60-odd square metres with parking, north facing, facing Maramba Road.
Lift access.
Walk to the Beeline, and we'll guide $445,000. So that's a nice little cute one. We're doing a big one in Avalon, 2.8, rents for $1,600. Look, one of the highlights I saw was Ileana getting around $2,500 for a rental property this week. Rents have gone up, but this was actually, it was a house with a granny flat, and she rented that separately. So it's not all about sales. Brunka, who's probably one of the best property managers in New South Wales, she won an award that said that. Fantastic work this week. Head property manager here, looking after 1,500 properties. So, every week there's something new, something really interesting that's happening at Novak. No 2 weeks are the same.
No, that's true.
Which is really good.
And onto our community announcements. 2 things.
All right.
Novak Tradies Night coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
That's drinks and nibbles on the house.
So Billy, I haven't paid a lot of attention to the Tradies Night. Is that for any tradie?
That's for any tradie. Door will be open, and I think the door will be open for anyone that's looking for a tradie as well.
Oh, okay.
This is a good opportunity if you're not in touch with the local people on the ground and you need some work doing to connect yourself with the best of the best, and for all of our sort of hardworking tradies at the moment, I think just a night to celebrate themselves.
Well, look, it's very, very hard to find a trade person on the Northern Beaches. We find that they're few and far between. Other areas of Sydney, they're plentiful, but definitely not on the Northern Beaches.
Yeah.
So when's that? This Thursday?
So check our socials, guys. The time's just been put on there. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but it's coming in hot, and it'll be an afternoon. Not too late. We all need to work the next day, but it's a couple of beveraginos and a bit of food.
Beveraginos, Billy. Oops. Hey, another community announcement. I heard you talking with some of the young kids here. You're out on the town tonight, Billy.
Yes.
Single and ready to mingle.
Well, this may be the truth. Certainly, looking to celebrate a friend's birthday. Jonathan's birthday tomorrow as well. So
Okay.
yeah, it is. It's going to be an exciting week.
So Jonathan, if you jump on the website, you can find him. Fantastic young man. Credit to his family and to his extended family. He's spent a lot of time with his grandparents as well. Possibly one of the best baristas in Novak.
Yeah,
he
true.
makes the best coffee. If you've seen our setup here, we're like a coffee shop, a nightclub, and a real estate office all in one. But yeah, it turns. How old will he be, Billy?
The big 2-1.
2-1. You're not 2-1 yet, are you, Billy?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
But that is the Saturday wrap up today. Oh, open home numbers quickly.
Look, open home numbers. I think the top was 31.
Big groups.
Big groups through. I think the bottom was 1.
Yep.
So why are we getting 31 and why are we getting 1? Well, only 3 levers that we can look at which increase inspections. One is price. We may need to look at some price strategies with these properties, maybe the marketing, promotion.
Yep.
The products are all pretty good, so we'll just pull the levers on them and get them sold. Freestanding homes, Torrance Title Homes,
Yep.
are doing extremely well. I think Team Lisa Novak's had 300 buyers through 2 Lewis Street in Balgowlah.
Yep.
So
4 inspections a week, all averaging between 20 and 30.
we'll touch on that too. So we're getting 300 buyers through a property. It's a renovator's delight in Balgowlah Heights, possibly one of the better streets in Balgowlah. And what the strategy is there is, rather than bundle all these people into 2 opens, we're doing, I think they were up to 5 opens last week. And that spreads the buyers out. We still indicate the numbers that are coming through and let them know the competition. But it's more work for us, but it's a better experience for the buyers. The buyers don't feel as panicked when they go through when there's a big, large group. And the more comfortable the buyer feels with the property, the better price they pay.
It's been an interesting campaign to watch that one. Certainly going to be a great result. That's an auction that will be next Saturday. Yeah.
What time?
10 o'clock on site. It'll be on our socials. You can bid over the phone. You can be there in person to watch from the background. Doors open.
Yeah, look, I think if you're hesitant about taking your property to auction, especially if it's a freestanding Torrance Title home, 10 o'clock next Saturday on Novak, you'll get a good idea of what an auction looks like.
Yep.
And you'll get an idea, you'll see the condition of the property and work out whether it's for you. But if any more questions on auctions, always happy to help. So Billy, tomorrow it's the 21st, is it?
Tomorrow's the 21st after an open home up to Lewis. So I must be on point for that. But
so but tonight?
Tonight we will party.
What's on the cards tonight? Chasing some Pokemons or Uno?
Yeah, just a nice sensible outing with the boys.
Oh, Jesus.
And what the viewers really want to know is how's the surf looking, and what is Glen's routine for this Saturday, Sunday?
Tomorrow, actually, thanks for asking. Tomorrow, my wife and daughter, they'll be out at Warriewood. My daughter's got some training sessions. She's actually off to the senior world titles in El Salvador. She'll be representing Thailand. My wife's Thai, and we lived in Thailand for some time. So they're just putting everything together. But the surf's been good. We've had a lot of East Coast lows. We get them around this time of year. Big swells push up from the southern oceans down near the pole, and all the surfers get the benefit of it. Most surfing I do these days is surfing the internet, Billy.
Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. That is Novak Saturday wrap up with betting Billy and Glen. Anything else to add?